Ladies and gentlemen, Cornerstone Pigeon Youth Club is gracing your screen right now. You don't need to ask what show is that. It is us, the Cornerstone Pigeon Youth Club members on your screen right now. Well, my name is Jonah Ojjala and I'm extremely happy to have you on the screen. Wow, this is not a show like any other show. We rolled it this time and we are introducing something very new, and that is the music lessons. And if you are outside there and you love music, this is the time for you to know the foundation of music. Our very own chaplain will be teaching us music. This time he's not dissecting scriptures as usual. This time he's dissecting crotchets and quavers. Mi sola fa. Oh my God, oh my God. Well, this time we are going to have a song, Your Grace is Enough. And then shortly that we shall be having a chaplain coming in, giving us a few illustrations. And then we will definitely see whether what he's talking about, there are people who are learning, whether they're learnable or they're doable. And then we shall come in with a student who has been learning and has been part of the music class. And then definitely we will continue with the show. But now, let us have this song, Your Grace is Enough.
Welcome to this music lesson. Reverend Emmanuel Mwesigwa here. Today I won't be opening so many scriptures. I may open just one or two. But I am here with my student, Semakula. You'll see him soon as we learn music together. This is a young man, and you know young people like chidandali music these days. These guys. You'll see them soon. But we want to learn some reading, some real music, this classical stuff that is actually advantageous and will help us to do music even better, all for the glory of God. But let's begin off on a lighter note. We worship together, we play together, we sing together. Your grace is enough. Guys, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Great is your faithfulness, O God. You wrestle with the sinner's heart. illustrate to my student, Semakula, how we get to playing this song, Tell Me the Old Story. And I have music. This music is solfa notation. Solfa notation, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And if you are able to zoom in, my cameraman, and people may be able to read, although reading faintly, mi, fa, sol, la, so. And it's written in the key of C. The do is indicated there. Do is C. So that is my upper C. This is my middle C. And the way I'm teaching these young people how to play such songs is a combination of classical and contemporary just fused together. And so I'm going to illustrate to you just a technique of being able to do this, whereby you look at the melody. Number one, you look at the melody, and number two, you look at the bass line, and number three, you look at the chords. The chords can be identified as you look through the four-part harmony. As you look at the first line, which is the melody, the soprano, look at the tenor, which is the third line, and the alto, which is the second line, you are able to make out the chords. But the first thing is the melody. The melody sounds like this when you read it. So that is our melody. And then when you read the bass line, it sounds like this. I will have to look at the notes because I haven't programmed it yet. And now by inspecting the notes, we are able to make out what are the main chords which are there. So I want us to always play the melody last on this hand. So it takes a bit of hard work to be able to get there, but I like this student. He has worked hard. He is almost able to get it all just like that. And keep it up, Emma. We'll hear him play just in a little while. And now let's just go to the chorus as well. And the chorus has interesting movements which have a high note. The highest note is the third on the other octave. So the chorus just goes like this. You can remember melody is the last. And when I combine everything into one whole thing. The chorus now. Your turn. Let's see how far Emma has gone. Emma prefers to play in the F sharp, so he has used the transpose button. You need to stop that and learn all the keys on the keyboard. But it's okay. Go ahead and say, tell me the old story using the piano. Go. told you that part is not easy. Give it a try one more time. Just the second half, second half. Alright, it is so, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. Do that. Now, from there we go to so. Here you go to the 2. 2 here. There you are on a fi, sol, la, ti, do, fi, sol. As you hit the so there, you're hitting the so here. So, let's do it again. Here, number 2, re. Okay, so we are starting from the 5. Re, do, re, mi, fa, 1, mi, fa, sol, 2, sol, fi, sol, la, ti, do, fi, sol. Very good. Do it again. Re, do, re, do. Re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fi, sol, la, ti, do, fi, sol. One more time. Re, do, re, mi, fa, mi, fa, sol, sol, fi, sol, la, ti, do, fi, sol. And on your own now. Very good. Continue. We are out of the jungles. Chorus. You can hear the melody last. He has got that technique which is very good. Brings up the song very well. Very good, very good. So it is that drill, that hard work that brings us to be able to play a full song, and with the choir singing, then the message goes out and blesses very many. Good work, good work. You're getting there. I must have a Savior with me, for I cannot go alone. I must feel His presence near me, and His arms around me thrown. Then my soul shall fear no evil. Then He'll lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow me. I must have the Savior with me, for my faith at best is weak. He can whisper words of comfort that no other voice can speak. Then my soul shall fear no evil. Then He lead me where He will. I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow me. I must have the Savior with me, onward march of life, through the tempest and the sunshine, through the battle and the strife. Then my soul shall fear no evil. Will He lead me where He will? I will go without a murmur, and His footsteps follow would go without a problem, and his footsteps follow trust. And my soul shall
Yes, indeed, our Savior is with us. Wow, wow. I believe you're seeing that things are doable. You just watched Emma playing some cool melodies. Ha ha ha. Well, at this time, I encourage all of us to have a notebook and a pen. Why a notebook and a pen? Because this course is going to be consistent. And if you are a serious learner, you need to make sure that you note down these notes. They're very, very important. People are paying lots of money outside there to learn these things. And for us here, we have decided generously to give you all this. So you have to make sure that you are also serious. Hey, at the end of the day, they'll be asking questions. Make sure that you don't look angas like some people in class. Well, at this time, let us welcome Chaplain to lecture us on music. What are sofa notations? What are numbers? Yes. What are, crotchets? What are, he's going to be talking about so many deep musical elements. Wow, wow, wow. I'm also going to be taking notes. Yes, Chaplain, you're definitely welcome to take us through this music lecture.
So this lesson is to help my friend Emma to be able to read what we call staff notation. Now, most of the music encountered is in staff notation. Although we have many languages, the languages we have include staff notation, we have sofa notation, and we have numbers. So sometimes we are playing and we are using numbers. I say 5, 2, 1. All these are languages to write music, but most of the music we shall encounter will be in staff notation. So I've been teaching Emma how to read the staff notation, mainly for purposes of converting the staff into solfas. So that's what I want to introduce to you today. And what is staff notation? You may not be able to see this very clearly, but I will draw something here. Staff notation, you normally find something like this, and that is called a treble clef. And the treble clef, you'll find it has 5 lines on it, 3, 4, and 5. So that is our treble clef. It always goes hand in hand with what we call a bass clef, which is just like that with 2 dots there. And it also has 5 lines. The first line is always coming here at the top. Then we have number 2, number 3, number 4, and line number 5 right there. So this is how you find notes on the staff notation. My camera, if you can zoom in here to this paper, people will be able to see the treble clef here and the bass clef there. Now, these are the places where we write the music, and you'll find soprano and alto music written on the treble clef, and then the bass and tenor music written on the bass clef. So those who are singing soprano and tenor, soprano and alto, you read from here, from this section. Those who are singing tenor and bass, you read from this section. Now, where are the notes? Those are the black things there with the tails are going up and some of them going down. And my purpose for this lesson today is just to help you know which note is where. Where is the do? Where is the mi? Where is the so? And so on and so forth. And so how we do it is that first you need to know the names of these lines. The names of these lines and spaces. I'll use a different color so that we are able to see. Now, the way these clefs are made is such that there is an invisible line here. An invisible line here. And just assume it's not there, but it's called middle C. Middle C. And the rest of the lines are numbered from this middle line, middle C. It's right in between the treble and the bass clefs. So the notes are both on the lines and on the spaces. On the lines and on the spaces. So we have a note there. That's middle C. Now this is D. This space is D. And then this one is A. The line is A. Emma, tell us the space is?
C. B.
C, D, E. This is E. Thank you. Sorry, this is E. And then this is?
F.
F. This is?
G.
The line is G. The space is?
N.
And the line is?
B.
The space is?
C.
The line is?
D.
Okay, it continues like that. And you can draw extra lines here. They are invisible, but you can draw them if you wish. If you have notes to put there, you can put them there. So when it comes to writing the notes, wherever the note is, you know what it is using those lines and spaces. When you're going backwards, you simply count backwards. From C we go to B. This line, the first upper line on the bass clef is actually an A. And we go to G. We go to F. Counting backwards, E, D, C is there. Your B is there. A. The first line on the bass clef is a G. And then we can have an invisible line here where this is G, this is an, from G we go to F, and then we go to E, and continue back down there. Alright, so now that we know the names of the lines and spaces, I want us to use the music which I have here. The music I have here is The Savior with Me. The Savior with Me. And just for you to have a little break from the lesson as you digest the shapes, the treble clef, the bass clef, I'll write those for you. I'll name them for you. This is treble. And then this is bass. They have other names. This is also called the G clef. And this is called, I think, the F clef. I don't remember. But they have other names as well. You may meet them in other places. Just to give you a little break, we have sung this song. I have played it with my friend Emma here. But let me just give you a test so that you can know how this sounds, this music that I want to use to illustrate. I'll illustrate it here on the piano. Emma? And I'm going to tell you what a key signature is. This is written in the key of E. In the key of E. And I'll explain to you how you get to the E. Try to sing along. I must have the Savior with me. Oh, I dare not walk alone. I must feel His presence near me, and His arms around me thrown. Then my soul shall fear no evil. Let Him lead me where He will. I will come. how does somebody know do, re, mi, fa, sol, do, di, la? How do you know which notes are where? The first thing I talked about when you finish with the clef is that you go to the key signature. And I will have a special lesson on how you tell the key from the key signature. But here we have a key signature which looks like this. I have a sharp on the first line. I'll use green for that. It's part of the alignment. I have a sharp on the first line, like that. I have a sharp on the second space, like that. And I have a sharp on the first space up here, like that. And I have a sharp on the second line, right here, like that. Now, what the number of sharps or hash, the number of sharps or the number of flats, I'll talk about flats in the next lesson. This is what we call a key signature. And for today, I'm going to only concentrate on the treble clef, and in the next lesson, we shall be able to go to the bass clef as well. So, what does this sharp tell us? It just tells us that whenever you meet an F written on this clef, don't play F, don't sing F, sing F sharp all through this music. Similarly, this tells us whenever you meet a C, do a C sharp. Sharp it means go one semitone higher. Whenever you meet this was an F, so this is a G. So this is a G, this line is a G, this line is an F, this space is a G. Whenever you meet a G, sharp the G. Then this final one says, whenever you meet a D, sharp the D. Now when you're on the piano and you do that, the scale you get is the scale of key E. So this is called a key signature for E, and this music is written in E. So I'm going to just write the first maybe 3 notes and tell you what those notes are. Right. I'm going to write the first 3 notes, and then we shall be able to identify which notes these are. The soprano notes. The first one is on the second line here. It's like that. Then we have another one down here. Also going up. That's like that. The second one is on the second space right here. These ones have a dot each. The second one is on the second space right there. Going up with 2 tails. The other one is also right there in the space. Going up like that. And the third one is on the middle line right there. Goes up with no tail. Then this one is here. Right like that. Okay, so I want to identify, if you were to convert these into solfa notation, what are they? What are they? And the first thing to do is to look at the key signature and find where is do, where is do. Now the key signature is telling us it's an E. So it means do is at E. And our E on the treble clef is right here. This is where our E is. And it means that for this key signature, this is where our do is. Our do is on the first line. And so we are able to tell all the rest. We're just going to use the lines and spaces. Lines and spaces. So you have do, re. Get us an E. Give us an E. Do, do. So this is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Aha. If I go it lower, do, do. Give me a higher do. Do, 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 chi. See this? La. an E here. Yes. Do. I can even go lower. Do. Ti. La. So. Oh, I can't go further than that. But yes, you saw how when we use the spaces and the lines, we are able to get back to our do here, where the E is. We're able to get to our do here, where the E is. And so we are able to now read this music. And so when you find this first soprano note, do, re, mi, fa, sol. And then we have got it. So this is our mi, fa, sol. And then the alto is at a do. So it is do, going up, re, going up, mi. So can you sing? Alright, so I want Emma to sing the alto as I sing the soprano, because you see these are in the same place. So it means do and mi are sung together, re and fa are sung together, mi and so are sung together. So give us the key and let's try to sing it and let the people hear. Mi, do, let's try. Mi, fa, sol. Come on, it's do. Play your do. Do, re, mi. Sing it now. Mi, fa, sol. Again.
Do,
Mi,
re,
fa,
mi.
sol. Alright, so just by learning that, you can continue working through the entire song and you'll be able to know all the notes on this treble clef. All the notes on this treble clef. And somebody did some homework and translated everything to solfa notation for the whole song using that knowledge. Now today, I want to recap what we have been able to go through, and then I will tell you where we shall start from next time as we do this music together. We are determined to do really great stuff with Emma and many others who will be joining this class. And we have a project we are working on. The project is for the Easter carols. We want to have Easter carols at this church with a classical and contemporary feel all in one project. So we'll be playing some classical feel, contemporary feel, all in one project. And I want to give you maybe a sample later in maybe the next lesson, but you really like it. So what have we learned today? We are learning that staff notation is the most common language, and so most of the musics, you will find them in staff notation. Those who play violin, those who play piano, those who play organ, those who play all different types of instruments, including drums. Yes, including drums. They are written on staff notation. So it's very important to know what staff notation is. We've talked about this symbol, which is the treble symbol, treble clef. This is the bass clef symbol. We've also talked about the lines, 5 lines commonly drawn on each of the clefs, but those are the ones you can see always. You can draw more down here as you put more notes. You can draw more up there as you put more notes. And there is always an invisible line in between the clefs. The line which is just below the treble clef is middle C. That same line is just above the bass clef, and that is our middle C. And then we name the spaces and the lines in the order of the alphabet from A to G. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, the space, the line, the space, the line. And we continue up there. And so we can count backwards and also name this line, this space, this line, counting backwards this space, this line, this space, and so on. Then we have also gone ahead to find out how you know where the door is. When you are given a staff notation, how do you know where the door is? And I have told you that you need to first of all read the key signature. You need to read the key signature. And the key signature always has a group of sharps or a group of flats or nothing. I will give you the detail of that in the next lesson, but for today, the key signature we found, actually we know it is the key of E. And so our do will come to where E is. And every E on the clefs will be a do. And when we are to get the rest of the notes, we shall still use the same method, lines and spaces. Lines and spaces. So you come from this line, which is an E, it's our do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, and so on. That is where I want to stop today. Lots of stuff to learn, and I believe it will enrich your appreciation and your knowledge and your growth in music, just like my friend Emma here is growing. Next time, we shall be able to see more stuff and illustrate it as we sing together. God bless you. We stop here for today and catch you next time.
Exciting music has never been boring. Hey, you have seen how to name the notation. Well, I just want to give you some acronyms, especially on the treble clef. Do you want to know how to memorize those letters in the spaces? We use the acronym FACE. Okay, then on the lines we use acronym every good boy deserves food. I was really planning. Well, for bass clef, yeah, keep on watching. I'll come back next time with the acronym as well on how to master the bass clef letters. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Chaplain, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts up to the brim of our hearts. We are so much grateful for you have decided to teach us for free. Can you imagine? Teach us for free. Hey, thank you very much. But well, in other news here at Kakumba Chapel, we are building. Somebody say we are building. Yeah, especially those from the children and the youth section. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, as the development committee here at Kakumba Chapel, led by Mr. Obadea Muhanguzi, they have a campaign known as 1K, One Beautiful Memory. You just need to bring that 1K and put in one of our boxes. Well, at here at Kakumba Chapel, we continue empowering young people because we are basically a youth setting. Well, some of the things and some of the topics that keep on really appetizing the young people is the topic of, guess what? Relationships. At what time am I supposed to have a boyfriend? At what time am I supposed to have a girlfriend? Those kind of questions. I know you're also asking them. Maybe you've started asking someone, or perhaps you have already proposed to someone to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Well, so we're going to have this segment and we are recapping some of our beautiful shorts that have been happening here at Cornerstone Vision Youth Club. And right now we're going to join Nana and Faith Lisa that are going to be talking about relationships.
Lisa, you are most welcome.
Thank you.
We are so happy to have you on this show.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, you know, people have been asking, all these young people have been asking us questions and sometimes we don't have answers. So we want to invite other people to give us some answers. At what age does a Christian youth need to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend? By the way, do you have a boyfriend?
No, strictly no.
Okay, tell us the age that someone needs to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
I think a Christian youth must have a boyfriend or a girlfriend after studies, strictly after studies. That's my opinion. I'm backing it up with such an explanation that after studies, because you cannot get a boyfriend or a girlfriend during studies because you must concentrate on your books. And I like it when you're doing something, you give it your best, like focus. And at times you can't focus when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. So when you're studying, you must focus on it, give it your best so that you get the best out of it. Get your certificate or a diploma or a degree and get some job so that you can sustain yourself, and then you start dating.
Okay, the question that came to my mind, what if I am 12 years and I start for my certificate? You have not told me the age. So you clarify for me the age. What if I'm 12 and I start for my certificate and you're telling me after studies? So may I finish my certificate after studies? I can now go and get a boyfriend?
Anyway, so it is like this. If you can sustain yourself, then you are free to get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, because you don't want to ask for money from your parents when you're going for an outing, because during these relationships you need to go for an outing, right? You need to go for outings. So if you're a girl, you don't want to ask for transport money. I'm quite sure about that. And if you're a boy, you don't want to take someone for an outing, you don't have money, they make you wash dishes, you know, because you cannot pay for the bills.
And you've just reminded me, the Ugandan constitution says that you only become an adult above 18. You can make for yourself decisions. So if I'm 19, I can still have a boyfriend, right?
I still insist when you can sustain yourself. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Wow. We are reloaded here. I told you there is no any other show like this one. Well, this time we believe that you have been seated there for some good time and you feel like shaking your bones. Well, where are my just dancers? They're just near here. They're ready to give us a dance. So what I can tell you, just get some space, put on some dancing shoes, and make sure that you get ready to dive into the vibe. Hey, njagala vibe. Kama just dancers watu we vibe.
Hallelujah. Jesus has become for me wisdom from God.
My glory.
He is my righteousness,
He is my Father.
my holiness,
My peace.
and redemption.
Jehovah Rapha, my
In Him I live,
My merciful Father.
in Him I move,
Taker. My deliverer.
and in Him alone I have my being.
My joy and my heart. Of my destiny.
He is my
My
transformer.
miracle working God. My help. My resting place. My healer.
Therefore, let him that boasts, boast in the Lord.
Miracle working God, there is nothing you cannot do. I believe, I believe, I believe. Confident keeping God, there is nothing you cannot do. Oh, I believe, I believe, I believe. You are the miracle
chap in the bando. I don't wanna look like you. Chap, 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 bando. Chap in the bando. I don't wanna look like you. Chap, 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 bando. Thank you very much, Just Dancers. You have surely made us shake our bones. Yo, 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 yo. It's a youth show, by the way, and we don't like boring you. And that's why I would like to say that thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Allow us to just a calabash of appreciation to whoever has been following us and watching us and making sure that you are there from the very start up to now, where we have come and almost ending our show. Well, thank you so much. Yes, the youth that are there and also each other person that is watching us. Pray for each and every one that is around you. Remember Ukraine in your prayers. We don't want that war to go beyond Munan. We don't want a third world war here. Hey, you are not alone. Thank you for watching us. This is Cornerstone Vision Youth Club, and it will be happening every Friday right here on Family TV and Reaching Lives. And also do not forget following us on all of our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, just keep on following St. Kakumba Chapel, a community-based church glorifying God. We love you.